Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another creating character or texturing for the character. Um, yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful day or yesterday, or are having a wonderful day today. Yeah, so I'm just gonna continue with this, and let's unhide everything. All right, so far I've only created the AO for this piece, and now I need to create for the other pieces, I guess. This one is mostly inside, so it'll have a lot of AO, I guess. But these ones are, they maybe this one as well around here should have a little bit of AO because of the objects that are going to be around there. So basically, that's what AO is, just the shadows around areas where light cannot reach, I guess. Those areas will, even in what's this, you can also just check in whatever room you're in or wherever you are. Obviously you have to be in a room, and just check the corners of the room, and you will notice that it's where light it's a lot more darker, I guess. If you try and bring a light closer to that area, you will notice that shaded area will just it will go away a little bit, I guess. Anyways, okay, let's now the next piece that I want to do is these two, I guess. This, wait, interesting. Looks like I actually missed the other point, the other piece. Why did I leave that one out? Actually, I don't remember why I left. There was another piece that's supposed to be here in the middle, and it seems like I actually missed it. Completely forgot about it. I think maybe I'm gonna make it a carbon fiber, because the piece that's gonna be here is actually carbon fiber. So maybe this piece that covers up this area will also have the same material as the circle piece, I guess. Right. Yeah, my laptop always worries me whenever it what's this, it runs at it heats up, I guess. Okay, this is going to be slow, when selecting these two, I guess. Right. Huh? Ooh, oh damn. You know what it did? It did not select the entire piece. Okay, that means I'm currently on face mode, and I need to actually be on vertex mode. Yeah, when you're on face mode and you select the L to select the entire object, it's only gonna select up to where the seams are, I guess. Actually, let me just play some music for those who want to listen to music. Honestly, I prefer no music, but wait, shit, where is that? I understand that, you know, there are other people that just want to watch, and so I just figured, you know, if you're going to watch with some music. Alright, this part, this area will definitely have a large AO because light is not gonna pass through here a lot, I guess. Especially since this piece is already in, you know, underneath that other large piece, I guess. It's, you know, it's gonna be, light is gonna be restricted from coming to this area, I guess. Not much light is gonna come here, I guess. So that's where, you know, any area where I feel like light is not gonna go to is where I want this to be. Like a lot of, I want it being a lot more darker, especially this area here. That's, you know, oh wow. I only made this on this side. Yeah. Interesting. It's an interesting design, but why, you know? And why is it only on one side? Oh, okay, there's something wrong.
Switch.
So here, especially here, that's where it's going to be a lot more, yes, darker than the other area. Actually, what I should also do is, oh, I want to bring one of the other objects, actually, the one that's gonna cover this one. Okay, yeah, no, just gonna unhide everything else and only focus on these two actually for now. Not responding. Yeah, the file is heavy. You know, it's, I mean, a million polys is not a simple thing. But I don't think it's a million polys for each object. It's just the combined selection, I guess, that makes it a million copies. I mean, polys. Ooh. Oh man, yeah, this is when Blender runs slow like this, I get impatient. impatient very quickly, so I try and do everything, you know, just to get it run fast, I guess. Why is it so slow? Ah, yeah, I was tempted to press that. I was tempted to press the window, even though I know the result of it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna close Blender and open it again, honestly. It's amazing how Blender opens so fast. Like, I remember when using 3ds Max, oh man, I would usually easy. It's already open. Like 3ds Max used to take so long. Maybe it's because it was the older versions. I mean, I was using I'm sure right now it's fast when it uploads. I don't know, but I was using the 2016 version and it would take forever just to open, you know. And usually I would just leave it open, go eat, you know, do whatever it is that I want to do, and hopefully when I come back it's, you know, everything is okay, I guess. That's how slow I felt it was. Oh shit, okay. Oh shit, wait, are you telling me that only these two objects? It's no wonder it's so slow. These two objects actually making 2 million polys faces. Oh wow. Well, that explains why it's so slow. Okay, so in this case we would assume that the light would, I don't think, because when you do AO, right, you usually want to use a light that affects all surface, you know, you don't want to use point light or, you know, all these other lights. You want a light that goes in all direction, right? And what it does is that, you know, it only affects areas where like the surface is, it's almost like the light is coming from all directions, even though it's just one point light, I guess, one light. And so this entire surface here would be completely white, but these corners would be a little bit darker because of the fact that they're close to one another. So you want to think of it in that term, you know, like the light is coming from all that direction, but it does not pass through, you know, these objects, meaning that over here it'll be dark, you know, because light does not come, you know, it does not come to this place. That's how, you know, when I think of AO, I just think of it in that way. I don't know if it's the correct way to think of it, but yeah. I'd imagine that also, oh man, I'd imagine that also over here there wouldn't be any light actually over here, but this side they would be, because, you know, of this open area over here. That's why, you know, I wanted this object so that I can identify which of these areas light would enter and, you know, affect it, I guess. Over here they I feel like over here it should be there, but not as intense as, you know, it should be dark but not as intense as over here with there's completely no, you know, it doesn't affect it as much, I guess. Sure. Let's decrease. Wait, first I wanna erase these and then decrease the value, I guess. Decrease the strength of this and, you know, just let it be like this.
Staring at the sun in my eyes. I've been keeping on the run every night. But you're too far away to see the signs. So I'm staring at the sun till I'm dry. 'Cause I need to learn to forget everything that drags me down. I need to forget everything inside me now.
Okay, let's just see it with the actual color, how it is actually. Alright, it seems okay. Just wanna have more of it here, I guess. Okay. some of these I am going to remove, like over here, that this is too dark, I guess. I want this to be at an angle like this. It's weird that, you know, when I color it like this while holding it, it's, you know, it doesn't give me the right values, but once I, you know, do strokes and release stroke, I get close to what I want, I guess. Right. Now I'm actually gonna increase the value here, and then okay, I wanna increase the strength but reduce the size. Oof, okay. Yeah, this is annoying a little bit. I just like, you know, having this on 85 focal length, and then just reducing that to like that. I don't know why. It's one thing I know is that it's something that I used to actually, one of the lectures that I, you know, back when I was doing in university, they mentioned that, you know, 85, anything above 85 focal length is a good focal length. Below that is, I guess, it's not that good. I think he went on about saying that, you know, something like most films are actually, you know, done with this type of focal length, you know, 80 or above focal length, I think. I'm not sure, I don't remember, or something along those lines, I guess. But, you know, it's just something that's constantly in my mind whenever I change that. But you can check it yourself, you know, when you mess around with these focal lengths, you will notice that the image, this, okay, let's just mess around with it. It, you know, I guess it, oh shit, I think I just went, you know, it's not a zoom in function, actually. It's see how it is, it, you know, it just makes it look like how can I say it, the lower the focal length is, the wider it is, I guess. Like you know, when you take a picture on your camera, right, there are some settings where you can, like, let's say you want to take the the what's this? Like you're taking a picture in your room, right? And basically by having a focal length of, you know, a very low focal length, it enables you to take the whole room, I guess. It enables, you know, the whole room can be seen within the focal length, I guess. Well, other than the back of the camera, right? But with a higher focal length, it's, you know, everything is, I wouldn't, narrow, maybe, like, yeah, it's something I don't know how to explain, I guess, unless if, you know, actually I do want to, you know, explain it. First, let's change this into, it's better to see it, I guess, but I don't know how to explain it. So first let's bring a box. It'll make a lot more sense with a box, actually, with a cube. Oh man. So basically here's a cube, and so basically let's delete this cube, right? So basically with, okay, let's say this is the camera view, right? With a low focal length, everything becomes narrow, and, you know, like, we're still in the same position, right? I'm trying to keep this in. See, like, when you rotate, you can see more of the room, I guess. Imagine that as the room. Shit, I think I zoomed in far too much. Imagine that as the room and your camera is there, right? You see more of everything within the room, and when you increase the focal length, you only see so much, I guess. See, like that, you only see so much. Now you can no longer see everything, you can only see this piece, whereas before you could see like that with a higher focal length, I guess, without moving it, you know, without moving the camera's position. That's what I'm trying to, that's how I, you know, when it comes to focal length, I think of it. Oh, what the? Yeah, but don't take my explanation, you know, it's just how I think of it. If you want a proper explanation of it, you know, just watch a YouTube tutorial or something. Yeah, no, I think it's one of the things that I need to improve with, you know, explaining things. Because whenever someone asks me, you know, can you explain this, my mind just goes, oh shit, yeah. You know, it's like, you know, the details, but you just don't know how to, you know, tell that person, someone, those details, I guess. You know, one thing I've began to start realizing is that, you know, the daily practices that I'm doing with sculpting are actually helping a lot. You know, at first I thought, you know, I was thinking to myself, is this really helping, you know? But now I'm starting to see that that progress that I'm getting from it. Because yesterday, you know, I was just sculpting and I realized that within an hour, right, I was capable of sculpting the head and the torso, although it's not, you know, clean, detailed, you know, but you know, the muscles, you could tell that it's a torso, and you know, the head, and you know, I feel like that's the important part, you know, that I could do that within an hour, you know, of just, you know, practicing that every day and eventually, you know, doing that within an hour. That's, you know, it's just something that I do every day on, you know, just for 1 hour, and you know, it may look like it doesn't help, but it helps a lot, you know, when you think of it in this way, like 1 hour of each day, you know, you're doing that, eventually it accumulates, and you know, your speed becomes a lot more faster, I guess, when doing certain things. You know, you no longer take as many strokes as you used to just, you know, do something. Because I remember when I first started creating the practicing sculpting, right, it just to create the lips was, oh man, it was a nightmare. And back then I was still using the move tool to create the lips, but now I can just, you know, scribble them really quick and, you know, and get that detailed lips that I want, I guess. The same with the nose, you know, everything, especially the ears, you know, it's one thing that I noticed that I do a lot more faster than I used to. But you know, when practicing the torso, right, what I used to do, at first I did not combine the two, you know, the head and the torso. I did them separately, and yesterday I just decided, you know what, I'm bored, so let me just, you know, do both of them at the same time. And to my surprise, you know, I pulled it off within an hour, and I was actually quite shocked. I don't know, maybe I was like in a zone or something, but you know, by the time I noticed that an hour had passed, I was kind of shocked, I guess. Surprised by
blind to the light from the sky. I'm dealing with things I can't write, and all of you know it's been no easy road. But I keep working harder, going harder just to prove something. Burning out, I can't do shit for weeks. Guess I prove nothing. Everybody wants.
Alright, let's see how it looks.
You have the money, things are looking different. I'm not putting up with you, not anymore. And you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. And I know you think I still can take advantage, but it hasn't worked out like you fucking planned it. 'Cause I know my worth, you can't take that away
I want this part to, you know, to be dark. Even though this part is okay the way it is, I just want the top part to be a lot darker. Because, yes, it's the top part.
Lost myself, now I'm fully disguised. My heart got bruised up, so I put it on ice. Been told that I wouldn't make it in this life, but now all of you see there's so much room for me. And you always took my humbleness for granted, but I know my worth, you can't take that.
Yeah, I was looking at the yesterday. I was looking at the pattern for what's this, the carbon fiber, and oh man, it's it's definitely going to be a challenge creating carbon fiber, honestly. Because I didn't think it was, you know, this I'd never, you know, I have seen carbon fiber, but you know, not up close, I guess. Not up close, I guess. I just never really paid attention to it. And when I did, I was like, oh shit, how am I going to pull this off? Because look at this. I mean, just look at this image property, you know. It's shit, okay. Basically, this is what it's doing, carbon fiber. So you know, it's creating this zigzag with two of these, you know, looking in separate ways, I guess, over here and like that. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge to do it. It's not gonna be easy. You know, I already, when looking at this, I can think of one thing. Wait, let's see. Creating these, I think it's gonna be a lot more, it's gonna be easy, but you know what, let me not think of it now. Because yeah, it's already, you know, something that I feel like it's gonna be tough to pull off, I guess. Especially since, you know, I'm not I don't want to. What I will do is first, you know, do it, and then when I reach a point where I feel like I'm struggling, then I will start watching tutorials about it. I just want to see how I will pull it off first, you know, and then get the help. I think, you know, that's that's the best way I've found for myself, that how I can actually remember certain things. Although if you just do something and you don't continuously try and repeat that process, you're obviously gonna forget it, even if, especially if it's something that you attempted on yourself, without you trying to pull it off without doing the research. That's, you're obviously gonna forget it very easily. Because it's something I noticed with you remember that tie that I was actually struggling with for quite some time. Yeah, that one, when I revisited, oh man. It's not something that I feel like, if right now I told myself, okay, let me do it, I will remember the steps, because everything was like trial and error, right? And because of that, the fact that I didn't go back to it, I forgot how I actually did it. And that's the thing with doing anything with as a trial and error. You need to continuously go back to it and see if you can understand the process that you took, I guess, to create whatever it is you've created. Okay, I want this to be small. The AO is something that I always overlook. Especially when creating characters, I have a tendency of forgetting about it. And the thing is about it, it's actually something that's very, very helpful, honestly, because it I know you can do it as a render pass, I think, but doing it in texture also just makes it unique, I guess, whatever it is you're doing. Because when most character artists, you know, they always add AO to, you know, whatever it is they've textured. I think, you know, the easiest way, instead of actually texturing this, to get the AO, I think it would have been to bake it, I guess, because I think you can actually bake AO. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, you can put in and wait. Yeah, there, ambient occlusion. So you can actually bake it and just use that. I guess I'm just doing the long way. You know, just by painting it and painting it. You know, whatever method, whatever works, I guess. And for me, I feel that, you know, just having it as painting, you know, painting it and creating the strokes, I guess, this works for me, I guess. I can control it a little bit. When you bake it, other area, it's affected by the objects, you know, around it, and I feel like it's hard to control it, I guess, how the AO will look. Okay, over here it's also just want to add it here. Oof, okay, it's not moving. Let me just save this. I think there's someone at the door. I'll be back. Alright. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I thought it was the Amazon delivery, but it was just guy delivering water, I guess. Right, I think that's pretty much it for this area. We just smooth those areas. I think I brought it too close, I guess, too far out. It's just actually, it should actually be a lot more further than that, maybe around here and then over here as well.
You can see straight through my light. Oh, there's something in my chest that I can't hide.
Alright, I think that's although this, it feels like there's no gradual feeling of it, you know. I also wanna reduce it so that it feels like it's fading away, you know, because right now it looks like over here it's dark and then, you know, here it's light. Just want it making feel like, you know, I want it feeling like the further, you know, away the more darker it is, I guess. Something like that, maybe. But also maintaining the, you know, the darkness over here. This one over here should still remain dark, I guess. Should look like a gradient effect, actually. That's basically what I'm trying to do.
Are you the one when I try to look, I wish I'd find? Oh, how can I love when I've been hurt 100 times?
It's, you know, this is a lot more easier adding color to it than taking away the color, I guess. So if you can pull it off with, you know, by gradually adding color to it, it's gonna look a lot more better, I guess. See, with adding color is a lot more easier. Just makes it look, give it a better gradient, I guess.
I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming in silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash.
I don't know why this part was actually quite light. Just didn't make sense. Mm. There are other objects over here, so it should be a lot more darker than these other areas. Yes. Mm. Right, I think that's K for this.
I don't wanna see you. I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you. You don't wanna know if I feel right. I don't wanna just forgive you. I just wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up. Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot I actually chose this.
I just wanna feel.
But I'm just painting right now. I don't think screencast keys are actually needed, but if you feel like you need them, I guess let me just save this. Then yeah, okay, I'm actually gonna hide this one because it's making a lot more difficult. I just needed, you know, to establish where the dark area should be, but now it's just making it a lot more difficult to texture this.
Whenever you feel like you're about to sink, I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey, I could become the one for another one. Hey, you. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight. Got me.
Thing is, does this go like this, or I'm having a hard time you know, I know the light comes like this, but it's this. Actually, no, it's supposed to go in that direction. So over here, I should reduce it like this.
I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you.
You know, creating this effect, I guess.
If I feel right. Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence.
Same here with this one.
I'll be out in the sunshine.
Man, this is a lot more difficult than it actually is. I think creating that gradient feel, I guess. Pulling it off feels a lot more difficult. Oh, excuse me. Just stretch a little bit. Oh man, it's annoying when it's actually not. What I'm gonna do is just get out of this file real quick because it's running very heavily, so just so that the laptop can cool down a little bit, because I'm actually worried about it. You know what I can actually do in the meantime is actually try and create the first step of the, what's this, you know, just gonna for a few minutes just so that it can cool down, and then I can go back to that one. So the first step of the carbon fiber, I guess, hopefully I pull it off. The way it was running, it was insane, and I don't want that, you know, happening for a very long time, I guess, for a long period. I can still do it with this actually. Oh, shit, my neck is killing. I don't know, it's probably the way I sleep, could be that, or maybe it's the exercises that I'm doing. The thing is, when you're exercising, there's not that many neck stretches that you can do, so yeah, I mean, apart from doing that and then that, you know. Hey EXO, what's up? How you doing? Okay, so actually want a reference that just while while the computer cools down, I'm gonna copy this and bring it into PureRef. Yeah, I'm just painting, but since the computer was cooling down, I figured, it was heating up, so I just figured let me open a new file and try this while it cools down. Okay. Texture coordinate. And mapping. This yeah, it's official, weave patterns are the worst. Because the other one took me forever to just do it. Yeah, the worst. Anyways, okay, so oh man, yeah, this is going to be a challenge. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a rectangle. Like this, rectangles like that, and then rectangles in a vertical like that. So basically first I should attempt that, maybe try and get these patterns, I guess. All right. Okay. How should I approach this? Of course, I'm gonna need a math node, but okay, first I'm actually gonna need a separate XYZ. Maybe I'm getting that feeling that there should be a separate XYZ. Okay, I'm getting that I should have a ping going in this direction. Actually, let's start with the Y first. Okay, I'm gonna need a greater than, I guess, or lesser than, whichever one, I guess, works. I think 0.5 is actually okay. It seems like Now, okay. The thing is, how do I now create these boxes right now? I'm thinking that maybe, look, when you look at this, you know, you see a checker pattern. So maybe, wait, carbon fiber plain weave, right? And then here's the twirl, right? So this is almost like a, what's this? Checker pattern, maybe. And oh, it's been so long since I've actually done procedural textures that, you know, I'm out of shape, I guess. Okay, so to create a checker pattern using procedurals, when I take this and this, the X and the Y, ping, multiply these maybe. No. Basically, this is like, actually, wait, let's think about this properly, you know. Okay, so this is basically like this, but with you know, lines cutting it. I guess maybe like if I had this in the x-axis, wait, I need a, man, this keeps changing. Using this as the factor, maybe. Wait, let's see it. Using that as a factor and to remove that. What is that? Doing that. Okay. It only shows on the white areas and not on the black areas. Okay, wait, this is actually on the wrong axis. Actually, no, it is on the right. Okay. I have these two over here, right? Giving me this result. Let's just remove this. Trying to see the both of them actually at the same time. You know what? I'm actually gonna confuse myself if I think of it in this way. First, let's do this. Let's try and create only one direction. So let's remove these ones and only focus on one direction. The down weave, I guess. Then this one, what I'm gonna do is try and change the, what do you call this? Shit. Let's do this. Just makes that as one object, and that's not what I want. Now it feels like my head is the one that's overheating. Before it was the computer, now it's my head. Okay, let's change these. What I want to do is change the, what's this? Okay, while looking at it like this, right, I want to move these ones, the, wait, okay, wait, let's think of this. Okay, so this is the mask, right? But I want to have these second ones, this one and this one, shift to the side, I guess, because basically that's what this is doing, right? Causing the other part to shift to the side. This is what it's doing. The other weave to shift to the side. So having these ones are shifting to the side. What I'm gonna do is bring a mapping. Oh man, I don't want that here. Okay, let's just do this. I mean, the only way I can think of shifting this to the side is by shifting the axis of it, I guess. Like shifting this to 15. Wait, oh, that's scaling it. Let's make that 0, 0. Then shifting this to the side. Wait, what am I working with? The x-axis, right? Am I making sense? Wait, let's see. I'm using the UV, so why is this shifting up as well? I mean, unless if I'm not understanding something. Yeah. Yeah, weave challenge. Creating a weave is always a challenge. Actually, I'm gonna move this into procedures and just gonna name it carbon fiber.
We're falling hard to find the answer. With this life we live, be all that matters. The life of dreams is moving faster, and no one knows the constant fear of what comes after, and we'll never know. It's weighing me down, got my feet on the ground. Let's hide away from the lies, let's run away.
I feel like, you know, that if I can actually get this part, I will definitely get this, you know, by just shifting that to the side, I guess. And
Here we are, we locked down in different cities, and our virtual connection falls apart.
I'm gonna add this with this.
Been too many years since California. Now the memories
basically I'm taking the Y and then adding it with the X, I guess.
Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. 'Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach you, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before we're done. Gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look out in the same sky when I'm on the other side.
Yeah, you know what? I'll come back to this. I think this has cooled down a little bit, so just gonna go back to that old folder. Not this one actually. Right. Now it's it's running very heavily again. I guess it's the scene. It's understandable, you know. But I just don't want it running for a long time. So whenever I feel like, you know, it's running, it's almost overheating, I'm just gonna go back to that carbon fiber scene. I think, yeah, this one, you know, I added a lot of, what's this? All of these costing on the, you know, the hard drive. I mean the computer, so okay, I'm gonna need this one and these three. Yeah, my bad. The internet is actually good, so I don't know why it's disconnecting. You know, the weave textures have proven to be one of the biggest challenges to create, or maybe, you know, it's just the way that I approach them, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I I did realize that, you know, it's a challenge to create it. It's a fun challenge, honestly. Especially when you get it right. Oh man, that, you know, it takes time, but once you get it right, you know, you get that feeling that, you know, the wait was worth the reward, I guess. Because you need to understand how, you know, they are, you know, I think mostly is masks. You know, you need to think of it in terms of masks, because when you look at it, this looks like one strip, one line. All of these look like one line, but like this one being only one line but shifted to the side, as well as this, but then it's cut off here by masking it, I guess. So basically that's, you know, that's probably what I should attempt to do. Create a mask that, you know, one mask but cutting it off and shifting it to the side. Maybe the mask is the one that I should change the direction. Actually, now that I think about it, it would have been, you know, made sense to shift the mask instead of trying to shift this, because it doesn't make sense to shift this, you know. But shifting the mask will, you know, change the location where it's masking the, you know, these things, I guess. Maybe once this laptop starts to sound like it's heating up again, I'll just do that. So maybe I should have like a couple of masks where each mask, you know, will affect would shift those rectangles, I guess.
Nothing could have prepared me for the high stakes heartbreak that surrounds me. You want me, you won't let me go. So I burn so. I can feel you coming like a wildfire. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the light. If I want it, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, dying on my
Alright, let's create the AO for here where these two are close to one another, I guess. Over here there's nothing that's, you know, it's gonna make this area dark, but these ones, since they are close to each other, you know, this makes this part a lot more dark, a little bit dark, I guess. Over here as well, they will be, wait, where are those bad? Oh, okay, the buttons, there are buttons over here, so this area should be dark inside.
Demons unleashed from your mind hold me steady, yeah. 'Cause you want me, you won't let me go. So I burn slow. I can see you coming like a wildfire. I'm just a fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire.
Let's see how that looks in material view. The idea, you know, is to see how it looks in material view. If you just leave it with the mask, it's a little bit confusing. Though, you know, so switching back into material view shows you how it will look, I guess.
I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the lighter.
Found a little bit of dark shades over here by the edge. Not too much, I guess.
Take you home with me.
Excuse me. Honestly, the other day I was watching, what's this, The Last of Us, and you know, it just reminded me, as I was watching it, I realized that, you know, although I didn't play the game, but when, you know, back in what, 2006, I think. How old is that game actually? Actually, I think it's a lot older than that. Anyways, I remember watching someone play it, and you know, I enjoyed it back then, but you know, since as I was watching the story, it just reminded me, you know, as to how little I remember the game. I know it's an old game, but still, you know, back then I thought, oh wow, this was an amazing game, right? Even though I didn't get to play it, I still felt like it was an amazing game. And I thought I would at least remember some details, but as I was watching it, I remembered so little of it. Even the scene where the current episode where the two girls are Ellie and I forgot the other one went to the mall, right? I completely forgot that scene. I mean, when I saw the trailer for this, I thought, oh, maybe they added something, a scene that was actually not part of the game, but it was actually a scene that was in the game. It's a good thing that they are following the the scenes that are in the game. It's just that I feel like they should have, maybe I'm asking for too much, I don't know, but they should have added some other scenes, because yeah, maybe it's asking too much. Like other times, when something is already working, what's the point of adding more to it? It doesn't make sense sometimes. Maybe that's why they are they are not adding anything, any new scenes that aren't in the game, because the scenes in the game were actually, I think it would piss a lot of people off if they actually added a scene that wasn't in the game. I can just imagine it, people saying that no, that was not part of the game. Why is it in there? Yeah, but yeah, as I was watching it, I realized how little I know about. I remember the game, I guess. I didn't watch the remakes. They made so many remakes. What? For PlayStation 4 and 5. I didn't watch those. It's one of those games that I wanted to play but couldn't afford it, so I just thought, why not watch someone play it? And Brad is it's a YouTuber called Brad, and he's actually good with playing these games, so I just figured, oh okay, let me just continue watching his content. Yeah, that guy has played so many games. He makes money from just playing games and showing them on YouTube. I'm sure by now, I know that he's mostly getting sponsorships maybe, but his YouTube is so big right now that just from playing games, it's amazing how it grew. Okay, yeah, since this is still going to be covered by other parts, I should actually just gonna not make it completely white here, just add some colors there or shades. If I bake this part was actually gonna be completely black, because probably if I bake the AO, because there's basically so little light that's going through here with all the other objects surrounding this, I guess. but I just prefer, you know, coloring the AO. I mean, it looks so appealing when you color it. I don't know, maybe it's because it has that, you know, brushed feeling to it. Maybe that's why it looks appealing, but other times you can tell that, you know, it doesn't work. Yeah, it should be a lot more darker. Alright, let's save this first and then unhide everything else. Oh great. Right, I thought it was crashing right before I saved. Okay, this one is a little bit different than the other one because there isn't any object that actually, apart from here, actually there isn't any object that's gonna cause it to have a lot of AO, I guess. So maybe like, let's see. Actually there is, it's the carbon fiber area. Shit. Wait, let's save this. I just want to see how it looks with all the other objects, I guess, so that I can tell how to color this properly.
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright.
Yeah, I hit this once.
The star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see.
Okay, so around here there should be some AO, and especially here where this object. Yeah, I did forget to actually add this object to this, but I think I'll make it a carbon fiber material as along with this one. Actually, it is part of it, isn't it? No, it's not. I did not add this to that because I was hoping that it would be a part of this, but I forgot. So I'm gonna make it a carbon fiber material now. Let's see. Okay, these ones, they needs to be AO over here. Now that I'm looking at it, over here, I guess. And then this one over there.
searching for that open door. Show me proof that there is something more. I just hope I am
So
okay.
over here there should be some
Choices I
dark shades over here.
maybe then I'll understand. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly away.
No, actually, I wanna unhide everything else. Okay, probably around here. Should be dark over here. Not too much, you know, just enough to show that those two objects, this object and the other one, are close to one another, I guess. You know, when you look at The Last of Us, the game, right? Is it just me, or does the game feel like it had less emotion to everything? Like, it's almost like, because when you look at the series, right, they added so much emotions to everything, you know, like even when they, you know, the both Ellie and forgot what's her name, they are bitten by the, what's this clicker, right? I mean, the way they handle the fact that they are about to die, you know, it was so professional, I guess. It's almost like, yeah, we're going to die, you know, and yeah, let's handle it, you know, like champs. And in the series, they added so much emotion to it, like, you know, you can tell the difference that, you know, based on how they, you know, they take it, I guess, because the game just made it, you know, you can tell that, yeah, this was thought by people who like playing games, you know. They didn't take, you know, acting into, you know, or they didn't consider emotions that much, I guess. Let's see how it looks. But you know what, I think, you know, the series has so many restrictions, because even, you know, how the scenes are, some of the scenes were so gruesome, man. Like, let's take for the fact that, you know, when Joe was actually injured, that scene was gruesome. I mean, the injury that he had was so mild in the series compared to how it was in the game. Like, in the game he fell from what, first floor and into a bar, or I forgot what it was, and he was stabbed by the steel, right? And when you look at it in the series, it's just he got stabbed while fighting, you know, one of those guys. It was, you know, the entire scene was so simple, I guess. They took so much into the fact that not just, you know, an adult audience will be watching the story, I guess. Because in the game, you know, the game is yeah, the game was gruesome, I guess. Even when she was sewing Joe, you know, it wasn't in the what's this, the series. You can tell that you know, she's not ready for this, but she's doing it because she has to. And in the game, it was almost like as if she had done that before, I guess. There's so much you know, a little bit of detail that was added within the series to, I guess, reduce the fact that it was, because the game was what, these type of games are only for 18 and older, I think. I'm not sure. So, you know, they have a lot of, they focus more on the violent part and a little less on the emotions part, I guess.
Had a feeling we had something. Could have seen it in your eyes.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna take a break real quick, and I'll be back. I don't think that scenes in games would, they would have so much story to tell that you could actually make a series out of it. It always seems like the scenes that are in a game, they are very short and only, they're extremely short. It's mostly because when you play the game, right, you only focus on, you don't focus much on the scenes, I guess. You so much of your attention is on playing the game that you forget that the scenes, they have, the story being told between the scenes. Some of them are actually quite long, because when I was thinking about how they would, what episode 7 would be, right, the content, in my mind, I was thinking that by episode 7 they would be, by the end of the episode, they would be somewhere within around the time when they went to the space station, or was it the space station, or what? Or was it a museum? I don't remember. Yeah, around there, I didn't think, they would actually still be, Joe will still actually be hurt, and, I guess I just forgot so much of the scenes that play in the story. I wonder if they, they plan on creating The Last of Us 3, because the last one ended in such a sad way, man. The second one, it ended, oh man, the ending was sad, actually. I mean, not only did she lose, who's this, because she was obsessed about catching this girl that killed Joel. I mean, if you haven't watched it, sorry for the spoilers, but I think this series is actually, they're gonna add both of the stories, I guess, to it. But yeah, she was obsessed, and chasing the person that killed her, that killed Joel, and that in the end, she lost her friend or a girlfriend. It was kind of sad, Oh, let's see how this looks.
There's been something on my mind and it keeps hurting me. You've been treating me like I have been your enemy.
Imagine if they, you know what would also work as a series. I feel like if they created the God of War game and they made it into a series, that would be interesting, because it's not one thing I want to play. I mean, all of that content, you know, even up to today, you know, when it comes to the game, the God of War, the only thing that I have done, you know, is fight a couple of monsters, and you know, and that's it. You know, it's an interesting story, right? But it's not one way I felt like I wanna play it, you know. Only just it's not even one that I wanna watch it. Honestly, it's, you know.
No, I didn't see the signs 'cause you
Wait, what's going on here?
now slowly every part of me is shivering. I kept denying all the pain and didn't want to hurt again. Now I'm slowly
As interesting as it is, you know, it's, you know, my interest wouldn't go further than maybe I would watch it as a series, but not play it, you know. It's too much of a long game. Oh man. Any game that is too long, you know, and does not pique my interest, you know, I will not play it. I mean, I don't think there's ever been one that has never been short. I mean, that has been short. I mean, all of them have been long. Even the first one, like when I first told myself, okay, I'm gonna watch it, and then maybe it was the guy who played it, you know, or me, but I remember you know, it was like about what, 20 hours or something like that, and I told myself, okay, I'm going to do this, and a couple of hours later, you know, I was already annoyed by the fact, you know, by it. I don't think I even watched, you know, an hour of the first one. I think, you know, if I watched it during the time when it first came out, I would have enjoyed it, you know. Some games, when they come out, they are interesting, you know, but years later, you know, with so much graphics and technology changing, you know, that just affects how you view the game, I guess. I mean, if right now you play the first one, you know, it's just unless if it's something you grew up watching, you playing, you know, if you trying it for the first time, you're not gonna enjoy it as much as someone who first played it, you know, when it came out, I guess, because for them, you know, it's something that brings back childhood memories, I guess, or, you know, old memories, but for you it's just something that is pixelated, you know. Terrible graphics, probably not as you know, as enjoyable as any new game that that you would what's this you would buy, you know, right now.
Even now, you're coming after me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking beneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run
A solid view.
up. I'll be standing on my take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no rival.
Yeah, creating this bolt was annoying. I think, you know, just getting this type of shape, I honestly thought it was gonna be a simple thing to do, to pull off, you know, when I first thought of creating it. But then, you know, as I was creating it, yeah, I think it's, you know, it's the fact that it took a lot more longer than I thought it would that just annoyed me. Because creating a simple what's this bolt that, you know, that cross like bolt is so simple. Like I can do that within, you know, less than 2 minutes. I'm done with creating that. But this one, yeah, this one took quite some time. Especially the cleanup process just, you know, made it all the more energy draining, I guess. I think I tried it 2 times. I don't remember, you know, before getting it right. Yeah, this is gonna look different once it's in material view. I wonder how long, you know, I was watching this video, right, where they say that if you use a tablet, right, and you practice using your elbow, moving your, you know, drawing with your elbow instead of moving your wrist, you know, it eventually you're gonna reach that point where you can do it effortlessly, right? And in my case, it's it's been a lot longer than that, and it still doesn't feel like I can do that, you know. Sometimes when I move my hand, you know, it feels like I'm actually moving my wrist rather than my entire arm. And honestly, it even up to, you know, I've been practicing this like for quite some time, you know, more than 3 months probably, and it still doesn't feel like I'm using my arm. Sometimes I go back to using the wrist without, you know, being aware of the fact that I'm using the wrist. Honestly, it's not an easy process. You know, it's like you're trying to break out of an old habit, you know. Basically that's what it is, because you're so used to, whenever you're drawing with the wrist, right, and moving your wrist, and trying to draw while not moving your wrist feels just really off, I guess. Or do anything with, you know, that requires wrist movement, but, you know, holding your wrist in one position and moving your entire arm just feels off. Maybe it's because sometimes I'm not in a relaxed position. Maybe that could be the reason. Like, if you're not, you know, in a relaxed position, you're definitely your body is definitely gonna try and go back into that relaxed position, I guess. That could be maybe the main cause of why after so long, you know, it still feels like I'm not doing it as if like it's muscle memory, I guess. Well, painting, actually. That's what I meant. Whenever I'm painting. What's up, Skittles? Right, let's see. It's subtle, but it's, you know, it works, I guess. I was just saying that, you know, that whenever I move the strokes, you know, to paint whatever character I'm doing, it's still hard to, you know, to not do that with your wrist, but move your entire arm, I guess. And honestly, the good thing with moving your entire arm, I notice, is that it does help you create straight lines if you get used to it, you know, or every time you do it, it helps with creating straight lines. When you're moving with the wrist, you know, it's a little bit difficult to actually pull that off. You're gonna have to do so many tries, or unless you're making, you know, short strokes, then that kind of defeats the purpose, you know. You'll get ISR if you don't. Lol. What is that? What is ISR? Carpal tunnels. It stands for repetitive stress injuries. Ah, okay. It's a general term for those kind of injuries. Ah. But won't that happen also with your arm? Like, because also with whenever you move your arm, you know, instead of moving the wrist, won't that the same thing happen? You know, those same injuries, aren't you like moving them all the way to your shoulders? I feel like it's, you know, it's just same thing maybe. Yes and no. Okay, interesting. Why is that a yes and no answer? Is it because like it could be the fact that you're not just, because your wrist, you don't move it as much as your arm, maybe that could be it. Your arm naturally moves like that and it's less stressful. So yes, you're straining elbow and arm joints a little more, but wrist a lot less. Because of this, we spoke about last time. Oh. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, I guess. How you have turn hand flat to keep on the mouse, and those type of movements are particularly strained on the wrist. Wrist is just sensitive in another way, you can't think of it. Yeah, that's actually yeah, the wrist is a lot more sensitive, and injuries on the wrist are actually quite difficult to heal. Like what, the it's not muscle, it's what, tendons, what is it? So I think something like that. So it takes a longer time to heal any injuries that happen on the wrist. That's what I noticed. Wait. Your wrist mechanism is much more complex. Elbow dot arm is not much. What is that? And what? Oh, elbow and arm. I thought there was a website. The way you wrote it. Yeah, the thing I said. Carpal tunnel syndrome. It's like a tube of ligaments. Wait, let's search that. Jeez. It's like it. Okay. To make wrist pivot, my grandfather also had this. Is it like is it mostly caused by when you move your wrist a lot, or is it for some people it just happens like over time? But for more construction. Ah. Yeah, I feel like that with there's a lot more strain on your arm actually, especially when you're moving it, you're doing repetitive actions with heavy things. Try moving heavy things or repetitive movement with the wrist. It's like when you're lifting it's like when you're lifting things and when you get tired, start blending back and make spine take weight, or start bending back and make the okay. But with the wrist. Shit. Yeah, okay, I get it. Oh wow. So basically the wrist actually is not it's not something to do repetitive action with it. You want to move it as little as possible. But the thing is, it's not easy not to, not to fall into I guess not learning how not to use your arm. I guess it's especially when you've already done something so many times using your wrist, it's getting out of it is challenging, I guess. Yeah, like instead of keeping body straight with muscles, you get lazy and bad posture, making more strains. Yep, like athletes and bodybuilders struggle with it too. Yeah. Making sure to keep form. Okay, now that I think about it, whenever I watch some what's this, any exercising videos, right, they always say keep form, keep form. I never understood what it meant. So that's basically meaning don't strain your body, learn to do exercises without straining your body, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Because I was like, I was watching one video where this guy was doing some push-ups, right, and he said that make sure you keep your form, and I just didn't understand what that meant. So basically it's just in a way saying don't do anything that will cause any too much wrist movement. Wow, if that's the case, then I've been doing this really wrong. Some of the advice that he was giving. Yes, form as in formal posture, I guess.
Last time I saw you, lady, we were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey. Last time I saw you, lady, last time I saw you, we were walking other ways. Walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey.
Okay, the computer is actually starting to heat up, so what I am gonna do is go back to that carbon fiber file and hopefully try and get it to work. So there's a lot of little rules depending on what body part, like when lifting heavy things, bend at knees, not at back. or if needing to bend over, keep back straight as straight as possible, and or the one you'll probably see about wrist movement. Let's see, maybe if I add subtract here, I can actually move this to the side and not this one actually. Okay, wait, just gonna remove some of these because they are confusing me right now. So form could mean anything based on these. Okay, so this will help with shifting this to the side, and I don't know if I'm doing this right. Wait. Okay. Okay, this is the first mask, right? And I want to create another mask where these are actually a lot more smaller than this. So maybe add a multiply here. I think having these ×2 creates wait, let's see. Okay. Add a value node. For what? What do you mean? Plug into both empty ping sockets instead of multiply. Wait, so adding a value node, and the value node should come here into the ping sockets. Wait, I'm a little bit confused actually. Instead of yes on both. No, both of these, I don't know if both of these are actually different sizes of this. It's not the same. This one creates this large mask and this one creates a small mask, right? Wait. Then delete the multiply. It'll be like scale. Okay. Wonder why this is like this actually. Or this one. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Not this ping, the lower one. This one. Alright. Oh wow, that and play with the value. Okay. The reason, wait, okay, and now I need to add this second part actually. Wait. Let's move this down. Okay, I have these ones, right? But I also need another one where it will come into this part. I hope it does. Okay, maybe there it is.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean.
But it's not.
Taken by the sunrise and the golden view.
This does work.
Walking
Let's see.
on the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been.
I don't want it like this actually.
Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in
Now I need to create. Okay, so this one is this. Wait. And this. I need to create a mask that will, wait, let's see. Yes, but you can use the lower ping as a scale. Okay, wait, is it this one that which one am I using as a scale? Because I've placed these in so this one I don't put a ping, then I use this as a scale. Is that what? Or do I leave this one and use this one as a scale? Okay, definitely not this one. Well, I think it's any one of these actually, honestly. Whichever one you need, Lord. I just suggested to use the value if you need the same for all. Oh, okay. Actually, the one I want to create is this one. Actually, this one is just, you know, just so that I can understand what it is that I was actually trying to do. You know, I was trying to move these, you know, so that I can have control over these, I guess. So now how do I create this zigzag feeling to this? What is this again? How do I create that? Oh wait. Basically here I'm just seeing that, you know, because I'm not, if I do that, you know, like this, it's basically the same. Create that dash dot dot dash dash. Offsetting the based of both x and y. Dash dot dash dot. This one I offsetted On this one I was actually offsetting X actually. I know here it's also, you know, just doing the opposite of this, but what's missing is I feel like I need another offset of the X, you know, to, it feels like there's, okay, I'm gonna add one more offset to this maybe, I don't know, using this one as the mask for this, and then creating an offset. Shit. And adding this offset over here. Hopefully it works, I don't know. Ah, okay. But now I want it looking like this. Wait. Almost looks like it, but not, I guess. Okay, wait. This is the original one, right? Okay, and when I come here, I'm moving this one. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna move that to there, but shift this one a little bit back over here. Okay, wait, let's see. That is too much of a big gap over here, so wait, okay, here I'm moving this, right? This one is moving that one. Wait. Let's do this, and then let's do that. Yeah, there it is, actually. That. Basically, that's what the zigzag is doing. But now what I need to do is wait, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm confusing myself. Wait, let's just put these and let's remove these. This creates that zigzag, right? Okay, wait, this mask is actually not working properly. It doesn't feel right compared to I feel like, you know, this line, this part is a lot more smaller, so that's the problem. It's not maintaining that same width, and I think it's because of the way I created this mask. Okay, wait, let's try this. Let's try switching these two masks. Hopefully it'll give me a different detail. Oh no, god no. I want these having the same width, that's the thing. I think it's this. Just gonna leave it on 2. Maybe 2.5. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, that's doing that part. Okay, thing is now I'm trying to figure out how I can actually, because when you look at this part, right, on this you can already see the zigzags, you know, the zigzag feeling. But now, okay, wait, yeah, already creating that zigzag, you know. Now I want to maintain this zigzag look, I guess, but then, you know, remove some of these so that this can come in. I think I'm confusing myself a little bit, maybe, or maybe I'm making a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, I'm just gonna, you know what, just gonna actually take all of this detail that I've created and do the opposite of this. Yeah, like offsetting. Now I'm just gonna do the opposite. Excuse me. This will go in there and this will go in here. Okay. Alright, let's Right, so multiplying these two, what I'm going to do now is wait, let's see. Okay, this is so slow. Okay, I'm gonna take this and what is this? Connected to yeah, I have this and I have this. Mixing it gives me this result, but now I basically need this part, you know, to cancel out the other part. And how do I pull that off? That's the part that confuses me. If I use this as a mask, I know that on this line it's gonna show this one. On the black line it's gonna show this one, and on the wait, let's see. Let's just see. Yeah, that's mixing that. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm gonna save this, and I've done a little bit more progress, I guess. Just gonna go back to that other one because I just wanted that the laptop to not heat up a lot for a long time, I guess. In the meantime, I'll think of how I can actually fix that. Get it to look like that. The reason why it's heating up is because this has a lot of polys actually. Excuse me. I think you know what I will need to do is create a mask that try and try and create a mask that will give me, you know, make these white values and these black values, I guess, maybe. Just by offsetting these, I guess. Alright, let's see that. What's the weave called? It's a what? A twirl weave? Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot more challenging than the previous weave that I tried. Oh man, that one was, yeah, that one was a headache. I'm still surprised that I actually pulled it off, you know. But what I feel like, you know, the part where that's, you know, getting it right, shifting these is already okay, but now creating the mask that will make it look like this, you know, that's the part where it's a little bit confusing, I guess. Basically the mask is supposed to look like this, maybe. But how do I pull that off? I guess that's going to be the challenging part, you know, getting it right. Okay, this is lagging a little bit. I don't know why. Oh, thinking a bit much in mask. Uh, or maybe what? It's not a mask. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking about it as a mask. That's why it's confusing, maybe. Alright. Oh, this part actually is not gonna be visible anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oof, looks like it might just crash. It's so slow. Okay, over here, this part should also be dark here because of the other object that it's connected over here. This was actually something that I was supposed to add on another object, but I completely forgot, you know. I made it separate pieces, but I forgot to merge it with the other object while texturing it, and I noticed that while I was already done with that, you know, texturing of that one, I was like, okay. Now I just realized that I textured that entire object, and it's going to be hidden by this, all that texture. Oh man, that's like when you texture the body, but then you realize that the clothes are going to hide all that texture. I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, when people texture the texture character, they don't focus much on the body. They just, you know, do a lot of textures on the face and then move to the clothing, I guess, because it's textures that it's not gonna be visible anyway, so what's the point, I guess. Let's just see how it looks. Alright, it seems okay. I don't want the AO here to look too dark, I guess. This I'm just gonna move it. Not using it anymore anyways. Yeah, now that I think about it, most of my workflows, you know, it has a lot of masks in it. I mean, even when I paint, I create a lot of masks. Gonna unhide everything else. Okay, this brown color is, I want one that is a little bit darker than that, but not too dark, you know, as the base for rough, what's this, for the rust. Yeah, I think that's okay. and then you know the others will just help this one again. I think I added so much rust in his clothing that you know his the prosthetic arm, it's almost like he doesn't even take care of it, you know, the way it is. I don't know, I just felt that, you know, if I create the armor in such a way that it's not old, it's just gonna look clean, you know, and that for me just, you know, especially when I just wanted to add elements that, you know, that showed that, you know, he's been wearing that prosthetic arm for quite some time, and that it's not like a new thing, because he's an old guy. So you know, not to say that old people don't have a prosthetic arm, but you know, it's just that I felt like it would have more meaning, you know, if he's been wearing it for quite some time. That although it kind of defeats the purpose, that if he's been, you know, wearing it for quite some time and it has meaning to him, then why isn't he taking care of it? But yeah, you know, the idea, just the fact that he's wearing it for quite some time just felt right to me, I guess. Shit. Oh man, the way I stretch my neck, it's almost like I might just break it. And yeah, that was actually me just stretching my neck. It's a habit, it's an old habit, and honestly I can't get, you know, prevent myself from not stretching it like that. Terrible habit. It's like, you know, for some people they have this habit of mixing weird things as their snacks, and like the other time I remember someone doing what's this, eating crackers, but you know, they mix peanut butter, it's salt and vinegar crackers, right, and they add peanut butter and jam in the middle, and honestly that's wait, is it crackers or rice crisps? Wait, is it rice crisps? I think it's rice crisps. Wait, I forgot it. I'm not sure if rice, it's that round thing, man, that not sure if it's this one. Wait. Oh no, man, not this one. This one. Rice cake. Actually, why do I call it rice crisps? Rice cake. yeah, they take rice cake and they add peanut butter and jelly to it, and that was no, not crisp. This one, it was, you know, and it's salt and vinegar ones, I guess. No, that was yeah, I always confuse the two. That would be weird. Actually, that's even weirder than mixing with rice cakes. Look, Crips is a gang. Really? What gang is that? Crips. Really? There's a gang called Chris in LA. Street gang. Oh wow. One of the largest and most violent associated of the street gang in United States. Oh wow. It was active in 1969. Oh, still present right now. Shit. Yeah, and Blood and Crisp, they are rivals. You know Snoop Dogg? Yeah, Snoop Dogg. He was part of one of the gangs. I don't know much about him. I've listened to some of his music, but as to his lifestyle, no. Yeah, that's, you know, that combination of rice cake and peanut butter and jam, that is really weird. It's still something I definitely would not eat. It's one of those things that you see someone eating and you tell yourself, nah. Even if, you know, even if it was apocalypse, nah, you wouldn't try it. I wouldn't try it. I don't think, you know. And it was the only food. Nah, I would just, you know, have the rice cake alone, but not with peanut butter and jam, and that's a weird combination. Rice cake gangsters. What? There's such a group? No, you're tripping. No way, that doesn't sound right. No. No, you're just playing with. Oh, you made it up because it's fun. I thought you were saying it actually exists. No. Yeah, that's. Just picture Snoop Dogg rolling up with his homies to steal your ride cakes. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. We're here for your rice cakes, man. What? You said rice cakes, man. Don't you know they're expensive? They cost how much do they cost? How much are rice cakes? They cost $6 or 7 dirhams. Yeah, that's expensive, man. Revolver, yeah. Yeah, that would be weird. If he ever done that, I would assume, you know, he would go and smoke them or something like that. It would make sense, you know, if he found a way to smoke those things. That Visa. Alright. Alright, let's just save this. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. I'm a little bit tired. And I actually need to go to the mall, but I think attempting this what do you call this, the carbon fiber thing just took a lot of energy. Anyways, yeah guys, I'll see you on Monday, same time. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and yeah, enjoy it. So cheers guys, bye.